referring to Adam as a child. He does not look like a child.
We'll be getting to that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
I think I wrote this down correctly.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm taking this court to the most serious level I can.
Thank you. Thank you. You may proceed.
I would like to point out that that our client obviously displayed most of these traits that the good doctor described. In your opinion, would you agree that our client Adam portrayed these characteristics?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Your bad self.
What is your degree?
Sorry, Hannah, you go ahead.
My degree is in psychology and human behavior.
Okay. Do you have a personal relationship with Frankenstein?
Yes, he's my lover.
Can I seek counsel? He swore on the Bible. She just asked us.
There was also humor involved, which apparently the defendant does not understand.
You swore on the Bible to tell the truth.
I am not Frankenstein's lover. I have no connection to him whatsoever.
No connection to him whatsoever. So you are not his psychologist?
No.
Okay.
Are you a psychologist?
And no snarkiness. Just to answer the question.
I'm just asking a
I am
clarifying
a
question.
lawyer.
Dr. Miller, you can treat him as a hostile witness and kick him in the shin if you need to. All right.
In addition to this, he allowed Justine to die and several others. That is also not in accordance with his medical oath. Okay.
Is there a question in there somewhere?
I am getting to that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So to move forward in science, correct?
Yes.
Would you recommend that surgeons go back to the original techniques used in Neolithic times?
No.
So you would say that science is an endeavor that moves forward in progress through many failures along the way?
More or less.
That is all.
Some more questions. In addition to this, Victor clearly displays all of these signs.
And I would like to note that that was all found from sources. This is not just from Owen's.
Yes.
Okay. Owen, who's Owen?
I am Dr.
Dr. Jonathan.
Dr.
That's
Miller.
his middle name. Anyways.
Yes. Owen.
Jonathan Owen Miller.
That's what I said.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Anyways.
Moving along.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, will
Mr.
you
Jonathan.
please state your name for the court and introduce yourself?
I'm George Walton. I'm an explorer.
Did you live in the mountains with a bunch of families, like a bunch of kids, and yeah. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, John Boy.
No.
Dang.
I went to the Arctic Circle.
Oh. So what's that? Just kidding. Go ahead.
It's a big cold thing at the top of the world.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'd just like to say that I'm very impressed by your achievements. And, congratulations on what you have achieved and what you will achieve in the future. So, it is correct that you know Dr. Frankenstein, correct?
Yes.
When did you meet him?
It was kind of an odd meeting. We were stuck in the ice. Our boat was lodged in the ice, and we saw a sled in the distance, and then a large piece of ice kind of floated up to our boat, and there was Dr. Frankenstein just laying on the piece of ice. So we brought him aboard, and it took a couple days for him to wake up, but he was alive.
And it's true, did he tell you the whole story of kind of his life and what had been going on?
He did, yes.
So he did mention the fact that he had taken like bodies from graves, he'd grave robbed. He mentioned that.
Yes, he did.
That was, I'm sure, a little weird.
It was a bit disturbing. But
Let's see. Is there anything else notable in the story that he told you that you would like to reference, or if not, I can continue.
He just told me his life story and his accomplishments, I suppose.
So wait. I have a question. How the heck did he end up there?
Well, that's part of his story. He was following Adam.
An attempt to kill him.
Yeah,
You're not on the. You're not on.
he was chasing Adam, and he ran. Adam ran to the Arctic Circle.
So it wasn't
So he
like
was-
Adam wasn't running away from him. He was trying. It wasn't. Just making sure. Go ahead. Give yourself freedom.
I mean, it wasn't really. I don't think it was a kind of occupation choice. It was more of a desire to explore.
Okay, I tried somewhere. Would you do that?
As long as it protected my crew. To protect my crew, I would. If it was something that would endanger us, so that we could stretch those boundaries, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Like I said, when
And he wanted to see if he could stretch science, and he did.
objection.
And ultimately, it was a really cool thing.
You have an objection?
Yeah, so we in our questioning earlier, we kind of made the point that Dr. Frankenstein was withholding
Okay,
talking
that's a
to
cross-examining question. Just wait. All right, keep going. Hang on to that. Keep going.
Okay, so his intentions were just positive? His intentions were so good. And you don't believe that his decisions had anything to do with the way the monster made his decisions? No.
He's like a separate being by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay.
Well, he was my brother and my husband.
So that's just a little messed up.
Okay,
All-
whatever. adopted
Only in
brother.
Kentucky.
And Geneva.
And Geneva.
Good
So,
answer.
Geneva stays in Geneva.
Did he ever tell you that he created Adam?
Not before he created him, no.
Not before?
No.
Did he? When did he tell you after?
I don't know. I'm dead. I can't remember that much.
Okay.
It's all just so
I'd like to call into the book that Frankenstein never told.
Okay, fine. And would you? And if you had, would you have offered your scientific expertise?
It's hard to say, but I think yes. You know, it's always exciting to be a part of a new discovery, and at the time, science was, I mean, it still is evolving, but people were doing crazy things, and the fact that he accomplished something that was unaccomplishable, it's crazy. So I think I'd want to be a part of that.
objection. There were two questions asked there, and she avoided the first one.
Okay, what was the first question was,
Had
did you help
Victor
him?
asked for your help?
Yes.
in the creature?
No.
Thank you.
Scientifically, how big of a breakthrough did Victor make with this monster? Sorry.
Scientifically, it's monumental. He figured out to re-energize life.
Clarification.
Yes.
Oh my god. Can I get through anything?
Clarification. He in fact created life. He did not re-energize it because the brain that he used did not retain any of its past memories.
Okay, keep going.
Is that not
Sustain.
more of
Jessica.
Adam is a child or not. He has the mental capacity when he was first created of a child. When he was first created, he had just like any child, he was mentally disrespect.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
We're still
trying to
figure it out. Do not make me throw a gavel at you.
I would like to
A
bring
meat
up my
tenderloin.
point again of asking for this juror's removal.
I second
She is
that.
obviously not prepared for today. She's not paying attention at all.
It's just because it's your mom.
There's obvious bias with her talking to the defense team.
It's just because she's overwhelmed with your beautiful hair.
Honestly,
As we all
That's
are.
not. My hair's not on trial
It
today.
looks so shocking.
No, we love your hair.
It should be.
No, I'm saying we love your hair. We love your hair. I think it's
Okay,
So,
sorry.
okay.
so he shows all the attributes of a small child. And
He's Frankenstein.
Is he a great son?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you love him a lot? Is he very accomplished?
Yeah, I mean, he's advanced science. So it's like,
So do you agree with his studies?
yeah, definitely. I support him.
Do you ever know him of harming any living thing? That's all.
I was just gonna say he assaulted our client multiple times.
Who did? Frank did?
Yes. So
Frank's dad did?
No, Victor did.
He also
Okay.
stapled his face. But
Okay,
So,
good. Let's
yeah.
go ahead. All right, keep going.
That's harmful.
It's okay. Keep
Harming
going.
something living.
Yeah, you're
Mr. Frankenstein.
testifying.
So you were, I would say, a good father to Victor, right?
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like you were, you loved him a lot, is that right? And you were there for him as much as you could be?
Yeah.
Did you try to support him in what he...
Just chill with that.
And it seems like, along with being distant, he showed a lot of anxiety, and he kind of didn't tell you a lot of what was going on?
Yeah, but again, he's just so focused on what he's
Right.
doing.
Okay. Well, a lot of those things that he kind of portrayed were kind of back to our psychologist, his terms of what a person does when they're feeling guilty. So I would like to kind of raise the point that maybe he was feeling guilty for what he was doing.
Could I object?
Yes.
Maybe he was afraid.
Who was afraid?
Of the monster. Who's
Adam. If he was afraid, why would he have not?
Wait. Okay, what does that have to do with the question he's asking her?
Well, he's saying that he's guilty. I'm saying maybe these are signs of him being afraid because they're similar. When you're afraid, you're anxious.
Okay.
When you're afraid, you don't talk to people. Like it's a similar situation.
Objection.
Keep going.
We don't have any.
That's all.
Yeah, you can't object to her objection.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Clarification. our
Just be loud. Yell.
Okay.
Excuse me, it's time for my snack. Excuse me? I think you need to have a little chit chat over there with your little cheeky peeky.
I didn't say anything.
I know.
I
but-
said I'm so weak.
Oh, you're so
As in, like,
sorry.
I'm laughing. Girl, you ain't weak.
Go ahead. I like your fingernails. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Harvard University.
Do you have your certificate?
I do not carry it around with me in my wallet.
So you have no proof.
Or like why William died? I'm sure that was very heartbreaking for you.
It was. I
Um,
have another story.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Maybe it runs in the family, the heartlessness.
Oh my. Dang.
Ladies of the jury, Victor Frankenstein is forced to deal with the loss of so many that he has loved. Upon the charges faced, Frankenstein pleads not guilty to all. For it is not God we blame for our wrongdoings. This creature, claimed to be a child, could not be farther from. What child is 8 feet tall, lingering over the average man? What child has superhuman strength? What child kills simply to gain reaction from his creator? This monster knows right from wrong. He understands basic human life, yet he chooses to make life-threatening choices that poorly reflect onto him and others. So I'd like to ask you why we're on trial of Victor Frankenstein today, when the trial that should be held today is that of the murder of William Frankenstein, Justine Moritz, Henry Clerval, Elizabeth Lavanza, and Alphonse Frankenstein by this monster.
Oh, yeah, whatever. People are supposed to stand up, so stand up to hear the not the jury. All right, who's the foreman of the jury? Madam Foreman of the jury, do you have a verdict?
Why?
I do. We do.
We do.
We did.
And why are you up here next to my bench?
Because I'm going to read the... I invited myself.
What happened to the troll earrings?
Oh, I took them off because we were deliberating. I didn't want to
All right,
cause any...
I agree. They need to be saved for special
Okay.
occasions. Okay.
We